Despite what you might want to believe, Meghan Markle is worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's not just royal money. I'm talking big time money. But just how much do they have compared to the lovely remainder of the royal family? Let's get into it right now. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's net worth has been revealed, so let's actually take a deep dive and compare it.
Leaving the family business has opened up a world of new opportunities for the couple, but their sources of revenue are less secure.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex live in a luxurious mansion all the way in Montecito, California, with their 2 children. This mansion is said to be worth around 11 million British pounds, which if we translate to American is a lot. The couple are said to have a combined net worth of around 50 million pounds, and despite stepping down from their royal duties and repaying public money used for renovating Frogmore Cottage, it doesn't seem to be hurting their pockets.
Just an amazing surprise.
Frogmore Cottage though, that sounds super interesting. Honestly, I never even heard about this place until now, but it must be super exciting. And apparently the total refurbishment and renovation costs were estimated at around £2.5 million, meaning that they would have paid approximately £18,000 a month until it was fully paid off. If you convert all this to American dollars, like I said, it's a lot. And the British people are absolutely insane with their currency, so if only everyone in the world used the same currency, then everything would be so great. Now, wouldn't it? But let's talk about how this compares to other royal family members. Is this the high end or is this the low end? First up, we've got Prince William, whose net worth is rumored to be, I'm sorry, am I reading this right? Around 950 million pounds. Yeah, talk about some serious coin. Apparently he's got his fingers in many different cash cows, from owning a chunk of the Oval Cricket Ground to inheriting the Duchy of Cornwall when dear old Pops ascended to the throne. Now let's not forget though about Princess Kate, who's holding her own, of course, with a cool 7.9 million pound net worth to her name. Add that to William's amazing pile of cash and you've got yourself a royal power couple with a combined fortune of nearly $960 million. But talk about the teeter-totter being pushed more in one direction than the other. I don't know about you, but I'm not too surprised about this information, considering the fact that William is obviously the nepo baby here from the royal family. But just hold on to all your crowns. I know what you're thinking, because there is one man above all who reigns and takes the cake in terms of moolah. And the man is sitting pretty on the Sunday Times rich list with a jaw-dropping wealth of around 1.8 billion pounds. Yeah, that's a lot, even for a king. And Queen Camilla? Well, she's not too far off from Kate, with her net worth hovering around 7.9 million as well. So yes, King Charles is worth almost 2 billion pounds. And I guess, you know, once the time comes and unfortunately he passes away, that's probably just gonna go right into William's pocket, making William one of the most wealthy people in the world if he wasn't already. And considering all the properties that the king and the royal family own, it's really no surprise that his wealth is that high. Let's move on though to Princess Anne, whose net worth is also said to be around $7.9 million. Hold on a second. Her husband Timothy Lawrence, a retired naval officer, is also said to have around 7.9 million pounds in assets, putting their combined net worth at just under 16 million pounds. Now, hold on a second. Unless you're the king or William, it seems like your net worth is 7.9 million pounds, and if I'm them, I'm not complaining. Princess Beatrice now, who is the cousin to Harry, of course, seems to be holding a more modest around 800,000 pounds in assets, but let's not forget her hubby, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi. Well, his net worth actually remains a mystery. Some rumors claim that it is around the £1 million club, but it's a little bit hush-hush, so we don't know exactly. And then there's Princess Eugenie, who tied the knot with Jack Brooksbank. And apparently, according to E! News, who spilled the tea back in 2022, reporting her net worth to be around 3.7 million pounds, to which she shares with her hubby, which is not too shabby for a royal couple. Am I right? Now let's talk about Zara and Mike Tyndall. These two are like the royalty rebels because they've racked up a combined net worth of 30 million pounds. That's right, that's a lot of pounds, and all without any handouts from the crown. Mike has his rugby prowess to thank for a lot of these hefty paychecks, and not to mention his appearances on the small screen, adding a little bit of extra change into his pockets. Last but not least, let's talk about Sophie and Prince Edward, who also got a little bit of a crazy net worth that you might not expect, cruising in at around around 42 million pounds. And these two are obviously no strangers to the public eye, as they regularly step out for some often appearances, and it seems like their wealth is honestly putting them in the upper half of the royal family as well. So now let's put Meghan and Harry's fortune into perspective, shall we? With a combined net worth of approximately 48 million pounds, they are definitely sitting pretty in the wealth department. But when we stack it up against some of their royal counterparts, it's clear they're not actually in the exact same pool of riches. Listen, 48 million pounds, whatever, 50 million pounds, it's nothing to just blow away at. But in comparison to people like Prince William and Kate, who boast a staggering almost £1 billion net worth, and of course King Charles, even Zara and Mike Tyndall, it seems like it really just isn't as much as you might have expected. So while Meghan and Harry are certainly holding their own, there's still a few extra diamonds short of ruling the royal wealth kingdom, and who knows though, they seem to have carved out their own path and built their fortune from the ground up, which is something to be admired in its own, right? And if Meghan's new businesses do actually begin to flourish in the USA and her acting career takes off once again, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Perhaps they're gonna start climbing up those royal wealth rankings, and quickly. Let me know what you guys think. Were you surprised to hear about all of the royal net worth that's being spread around the royals? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have a splendid day.